What's up, guys? We're back again with another video. Today I'm bringing you a video of the Havoc Demon Hunter. I'm going to be showing you some of the demonic build that I've been running. Basically, demonic is going to be your 110 talent down here. I-Beam causes you to enter demon form for 8 seconds after it finishes dealing damage. So every time you hit your I-Beam, you'll pop into your Metamorphosis for 8 seconds. You'll get your 25% haste, you'll get your 30% leech, you'll get the extra damage from Blade Dance and Chaos Strike. So basically it's just all about using Metamorphosis as much as you can. So the first row of talents I use here is the Blind Fury. I-Beam generates 35 Fury every second, and its duration is increased by 50%. There's nothing worse than popping the I-Beam and then not having enough Fury to just DPS them down and just unleash everything you have on them. Then you just end up and you sit there auto attacking and you just wasted the whole I-Beam. There's not the point of having the Metamorphosis. So I feel like Blind Fury is just a must-have for the build. Demonic Appetite, when Chaos Strike has a 25% chance to spawn a Lesser Soul Fragment, and consuming that Soul Fragment grants you 35 Fury. So because of your Artifact ability over here, you get Feast on the Souls. When you consume a Soul Fragment, the remaining cooldown on your I-Beam and Chaos Nova is reduced by 5 seconds. So you normally get Soul Fragments from using your Chaos Nova because of the overwhelming power, because it gives you a 50% chance to generate a Lesser Soul Fragment, and you'll also get them from killing mobs. When you're out soloing in the world, it's really easy to get the Lesser Soul Fragments, but when you're in PvP, you have to land the killing blow for it to pop. And if you're in a twos or something, it's not going to pop unless somebody goes down. So you basically only have the Chaos Nova to spawn the Lesser Soul Fragments to reduce the cooldown of your I-Beam. So I do like to take the Demonic Appetite to get the Lesser Soul Fragments to reduce the cooldown of the I-Beam. If you want a more guaranteed Fury generator, because this does generate 35 Fury for each Lesser Soul Fragment, but if you feel like you need more guaranteed Fury, you could run Prepared, so when your Vengeful Retreat, it gives you 100 Fury over 10 seconds, but I still like the Demonic Appetite more because it's going to reduce the cooldown of your I-Beam. You may get lucky and get 4 and 5 in a row, and your I-Beam really only was on cooldown for 15, maybe 20 seconds. Sometimes, he'll only get 1, and you're like, oh, well, you know what, that really didn't do anything for me. So if you want the more guaranteed, I take the Prepared, but I just love just having the chance to reduce the cooldown of your I-Beam to use even more Metamorphoses. The third row here, I do run First Blood. It reduces the Fury cost of my Blade Dance, and it also increases the damage to the first person I hit. To me, it's more of a single target ability. You can use any 3 that you want. You can use Bloodlet if you're facing a rogue or a feral or somebody that can stealth, because it's gonna give you that bleed. You can use Chaos Cleave. It really doesn't matter here. I do feel like First Blood, it is the most DPS increase on single target, but if you're running Mythics or you're just sitting a flag in a rated battleground and you just need to AoE everybody, Chaos Cleave is a very nice AoE ability. So this row really doesn't matter. I just take First Blood for preference. The next row, I always take Soul Rending. It increases your Metamorphosis leech, or your leech while you're in Metamorphosis, by 70%. Basically, you get 100% leech every time you pop Metamorphosis, and since Metamorphosis works with your I-Beam, you're basically, every time you're in it, you're 100% of the damage you're dealing, you're healing yourself for that. So it is really tough to be killed while you're in the Metamorphosis, and I just like the extra survivability. There's been times where I have been able to DPS leech myself back up to full health. So I really always take Soul Render, and I haven't really messed around with Netherwalk or Desperate Instincts at all. The next row, I really only use Nemesis or Fell Eruption, and it's really PvP or PvE. Am I doing Battlegrounds arenas, or am I raiding and doing Mythics? So I'm raiding, I'm doing Mythics, so I'll always take Nemesis. You can't stun a boss anyways, so I just like the extra 25% damage increase for that minute. But then in PvP, I like to have the extra stun because then I have Chaos Nova and I have Fell Eruption, and having 2 stuns is just super nice. This last row, it really doesn't matter which one you use, but for the purposes of the demonic build, Demon Reborn is always my first choice. There are a couple cases where I won't use Demon Reborn, but Demon Reborn, when I use my Metamorphosis, it resets the cooldown on my I-Beam, my Chaos Nova, and my Blur. So basically the thought is you can I-Beam for 8 seconds, and then you can pop your Metamorphosis for the 30 seconds, and your Metamorphosis is automatically going to refresh the cooldown on your I-Beam. So if you pop your I-Beam again right away, then with Blind Fury, it's going to increase your Fury so you can start unleashing again. But you also get the additional 8 seconds on top of the Metamorphosis 30 seconds. So you're already at 38 with your first, 8 seconds with your first I-Beam, 30 seconds with Metamorphosis. You pop it again, you get another 8 seconds. So you're up to 46 seconds. Now here's where the cool thing happens. Most of the time with Demonic Appetite, I can get that 45 second cooldown on my I-Beam to be up really close, if not already up, by the time my Metamorphosis ends. So then I can hit the I-Beam another time, and you're sitting at a 54-second Metamorphosis versus a 30-second Metamorphosis. And that's just the initial beginning of fight startup burst, let alone as you keep progressing through the fight after the 54 seconds is up. You can still keep getting the Metamorphosis every time you have your I-Beam up. As far as raiding and mythics go, this doesn't apply to PvP at all, but I do want to note that I do have the Delusions of Grandeur, if that's how you say it, so it reduces the cooldown of my Metamorphosis by a second for every 30 Fury you spend, so I am getting more uptime on my true Metamorphosis. But anyways, so that's kind of just basically what I roll with as far as the talents. I can kind of walk you through here, kind of how I always like to start a fight. So basically, I'm going to come in, I'm going to hit him with a couple Demon's Bites. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit him with the I-Beam. You'll notice up here that you will get the 8-second I-Beam, and with my health bar here, you'll see my Fury's down here, so I'll get it up just enough. So I'll pop the I-Beam, I'll let it go for my 8 seconds, then I'll go ahead and I'll pop Metamorphosis, and then I'll pop I-Beam again, and I'll show you, it's going to show up here. You can see the time go from 30, and then depending on how fast I hit it, it'll jump up, to like 35, 38. And then you could just keep DPSing them down, keep hitting your Chaos Strikes, be looking out for those Lesser Soul Fragments. You'll want to pick them up. So I'll kind of show you how it works. So you go ahead and you'll hit your I-Beam. You'll see here that your Fury goes all the way up. It says we're at an 8-second Metamorphosis. You see 2 of these already spawned. So I can go ahead and hit my Metamorphosis again. Hit I-Beam again. You say it went up to 38 seconds. You pick up the Lesser Soul Fragments here. And then, as you can see, it is reducing the cooldown of my I-Beam. We're already only at a 15-second left on I-Beam, and we still have 20 seconds left. I do want to note here, do not use your I-Beam until your Metamorphosis ends again. If you use your I-Beam for a second time while in your Metamorphosis, it will not add the time onto your Metamorphosis. So it's already up. I could use it, but it won't add the time. So you want to wait till your Metamorphosis is done, then go ahead and hit I-Beam again, and you get another 8 seconds on here. And then depending on how many Lesser Soul Fragments you get, you can just keep going in. So there's that. We're done with that, and it's already down to a 22-second cooldown when it started at, we only had it for 8 seconds. So that's basically how I like to run that build. That's basically all there is to it. Just run in, get your Fury up with the Demon's Bite, hit that I-Beam, take the full 8 seconds. Don't hit your Metamorphosis early. It is very important that you are keeping an eye on your duration, because, you know, if you pop it with 2 seconds left, you just took 2 seconds, and 2 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but, you know, in certain situations, 2 seconds can be the difference of a game. So hit your I-beam, Metamorphosis, hit I-beam again, and then if your I-beam pops back up, don't use it. Wait till your Metamorphosis to end, because if you use it a second time during your true Metamorphosis, it will not add the time onto it. So you do want to wait till it ends and then pop it again. Alright, I'm back. I got a boss out here, Hyraean here, out here helping me. I've done a couple videos with him. Probably butchered your name. I apologize. You're going to have to yell at me at Discord one of these days. But he's going to kind of let me walk you through kind of how I use the demonic build, and just want you to look at how long at this fight that you can hold this Metamorphosis for. I'm not sure if I'll actually win, but I just want you to see how long that if you do this correctly, you can just hold it for. And actually against the lock, you do survive pretty well. So we'll come up, we'll build some Fury, we'll let him do what he wants. Kind of expecting a Fury here. We'll go ahead and hit that I-beam off. You can go ahead and stun him, drop the blades here, go ahead and stun him again, and then you just, oh wow. Oh, alright, so he got out of it. Nice, that's good. So you can go ahead and use your Metamorphosis, hit that I-beam one more time. You could throw down that stun because it refreshed the cooldown of that, and then you can just go ahead and start shredding people. I call this build the healer shredder. I love to just go in there and just shred healers. A couple more in here, so you can duel again. So that time I didn't even have to pop my Metamorphosis. But as you can see, just the burst damage in just one I-beam that you can get is pretty insane. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do a couple twos. I'm going to go ahead and play with him. We're going to go 2-on-2 versus some other people. I'm going to just give you a couple matches that you can look at just to kind of get a feel for just how long this build can go.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Let the game begin. You bore me. It's too far away.
So as you can see, definitely in that arena, basically that entire time that we were in there, I could roll with the Metamorphosis and just out healed the Warlock. It definitely helps having the reverse magic to just drop that off. So we'll go ahead and let you guys watch one more, but shout out to Hi Ryan, and yeah, cool. Definitely check out some more videos. I'll keep them coming, and definitely comment below. Hit that follow button. Let me know what you liked if you want to see anything else. All right, so peace out.
Four, three, two, one.